is super aggressive flaring. It doesn't take much for these bombas, and knowing that we are relying on strength and number strategy here, hoping that some of them do get through, then following up with the rest of the warriors there, and of course just managing the med kits right there. Look at how the warriors with the 40% troop health are eating those mines. That was beautiful. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Skull Army and friends. SkullCrusher here. It is a beautiful, still cold and chilly Monday, January the 31st, 2022, the first day of Warships Season 31, Commanders in Control, and I have been successful on not one, but 2 accounts for gold rank with SkullCrusher and Captain Borealis. This is amazing, and we've done it with 2 different paths in 3 engine room gameplay. One path going towards the shock launchers and warriors with Captain Borealis, and the other account going in the path of bombardiers and barrage. So I am super excited to show you guys all about this, the 2 different paths in 3 ER. Hopefully this will be able to help some of you out and get you on your way. Let's do this. So we are going to start things off on Captain Borealis here. Now, before we do go into the log and show you some of the replays here, I do want to give you an idea of some of the times that we have been getting on the win here. Now, big shout out to Al Jamari UAE, but unfortunately he did fizzle here. We did have a 327 to 314. We did fizzle with a 316 on Derek here against our friend Peter. We did get a 323. We did draw with a 323 on Papalo. Cabin Boy, we did get a 324 2-second win. Fantastic. Chinese character friend, 321, another 2-second win right there. And of course the boss fight to gold with the warriors on Captain Borealis. So yes, it is possible to hit gold with warriors. Was a 325, and this was a savage hit. Now I do need to show you the tech tree here. So for 2 ER gameplay on Captain Borealis here, we do have the max level landing craft. I do want to make sure I can carry as many level warriors as possible, dealing as much DPS, as much damage per second as possible. Now here we do have our gunboat at tick 3. We do have the tick 3 rocket launcher. We do have the just mech unlocked, nothing done with it. Tick 3 boom cannon, Sparky, nothing done with. We do have the Grens over here. We maxed them out thinking we might do something with them. Haven't done anything with them yet. Then we do have the machine gun at tick 4 right there, and then branching into the 3rd engine room, we do have medkit level 2. I have actually been using that on the warrior, so that has been effective. And of course I do need to point out, going up here, we did pick up the sniper, and of course we did branch off to the left here, picking up that first 50% troop damage node. So keep that in mind, 50% troop damage. We also do have the shock launcher here at level, tick 4. That's to give us 2 shock launchers, and of course the max level warriors that have just been crushing it for us. Then of course going back to the main path here after the med kit, we do have the flare. We're not using it, so it's only at tick 1 unlocked. We do have the cannon right there. It is also at tick 1 unlocked. We're not doing much with it. We're pretty much relying on our speed and the troop damage, plus our troop health. So we do have that troop health node unlocked at 40% as well, pretty much letting our warriors survive some of these mines. Splash damage defenses like the machine guns, mortars, single shot defenses like the cannons and boom cannons are pretty much just going to wreck us anyways. And then of course that's right there, that's second 50% troop damage node. So we're actually hitting with about 100% troop damage on Captain Borealis and 40% troop health. So it is making a huge difference. Shocks are level 1. We're using them. We probably could put more into them, but I think level 1 is working for me okay. So we're going to go to the log right here, Skull Army, so I can show you some of the replays here. So we're going to start things off with Peter here. I'm only going to show you 4 of the wins here leading us to the boss fight, because of course we're going to go over to SkullCrusher so I can show you what it's like doing it with bombardiers and barrage. So big shout out to Peter here, but we're going to show you my replay here. Of course this one wasn't that dirty here. You can see, no shock launchers, which is awesome. I know it's not going to be a warrior player. My drop here is pretty much, 3 or 4 warriors spaced out on the ramp here. We drop Sparkies, instantly spam a critter swarm, and then go back and drop our next 3 or 4 boats of warriors, of course spacing them out amongst the ramp there, managing our shocks there with medkits, and of course we're really relying on Sparky and her critter swarm, which is really helping with distracting those single shot defenses and also adding additional damage to the engine rooms when we do actually make it there. So pretty cool on that one there. Big shout out to to Peter. We do have the draw against Papalu here. This was 323 against 323. Still going to go back. This one does have the shock launchers here. So this one you can see we dropped 3 boats of warriors on the right ramp there. Then Captain Everspark spammed a critter swarm back to the left ramp there. We did follow up with another 3 boats of warriors back to the right ramp with another 2 boats of warriors there. Now we're just kind of managing our shocks, our critter swarm, and of course our med kits as well. Wherever they are needed, that's where we are going with it. And then a beautiful shock on the shock launcher, aggressive Hail Mary flare, and unfortunately that was a draw, but big shout out to Papalu there. Good job on his end there. Cabin Boy, this was 324 to 322 here. So on this one right here, we got the Sky Shield and the 1 shock launcher underneath it. As you can see, we've got 3 boats of warriors on the right ramp, 2 boats of warriors coming out on the left ramp there with Sparky spamming that critter swarm and following up the additional 2 boats of warriors on at right ramp. Beautiful job just managing those dual med kits as we rush forward, cycling that shock, pinning down that shock launcher and rocket launcher, aggressively Hail Mary flaring that last engine room, and just like that, guys, boom goes the dynamite. So that was great right there. Our Chinese character friend, this was 321 to 319. Of course, over here, once again, checking this one out here, 3 boats of warriors on that right ramp, following up with 2 boats of warriors on the left ramp, Captain Everspark spamming that critter swarm, and then directly following up with those 2 additional boats of warriors on that right ramp. And then once again, just managing that gunboat energy, shocking where shocks are necessary, medkitting where medkitting is necessary, and then of course critter swarming when we are able to. And once again, look at all those critters, plus mixed in with the warriors, dealing all that damage on the engine room. Very cool, guys. And then of course our boss fight here for gold with Captain Borealis. Big shout out to Capone slash 325 to 321. This was a fairly dirty lay. Actually, no, it wasn't. This one wasn't that dirty, but you know what? It could have been a much more dirtier. These defenses are not maxed, so keep that in mind here. But once again, check out that drop there, that standard 3 boats of warriors, then Sparky swarming with the critters there, then following up with the rest of the warriors there, and of course just managing the med kits right there. Look at how the warriors with the 40% troop health are eating those mines. That was beautiful right there. And just like that, boom goes the dynamite. That was clutch, guys. So that's Captain Borealis with the warriors. As we're going to switch over to SkullCrusher so we can show you what it's like with bombardiers and barrage. Let's do this. All right, Skull Army, and here we are on my SkullCrusher account here. Now, once again, before we go into the log and show you the replays here, we are going to show you our last 4 battles here, leading to our boss fight for gold here. Once again, we did have a pretty epic stream this morning for Warship Season 31 premiere, so if you haven't checked it out, guys, we're going to have it right I think I'm pretty sure right here. Anyways, guys, check it out there. Big shout out to Humble Human. What an epic first attempt for the boss fight for gold. You, sir, are awesome. Once again, massive shout out to Humble Human. So, guys, tech tree. I need to show you what's different on SkullCrusher and how we were able to make gold not using the warrior path here. So, once again, for 2 ER gameplay, pretty much most of it is the same here. We have that max level landing craft to ensure, you know, most amount of troops, maximizing the DPS, the damage per second. We do have a max level gunboat here. I think that was for the purpose of getting to 3 ER faster, relying on those tech points. Mech, we haven't done anything with. Tick 3 rocket launcher for the purpose of 2. Tick 4 boom cannon there. Sparky, nothing done with. Grenz, nothing done with. We do have our machine guns max. That is helping here. After the 3rd engine room, you can see that we did unlock the med kit there. We're not relying on it too much because, you know, it is playing a bigger part with the warriors here. Then we do have our flare. It's tick 2. I'm not relying on it too much, but I'm actually using it more than I am on Captain Borealis here. Then we do have the cannon here. So after we do have the cannon, that's at tick 2 there. Sorry, tick 3 for the purpose of having, I believe, 4 of them. I should probably upgrade it once more to get 5. And then after the cannon there, we did branch up to the troop health there. So we do have 50% troop health on this account here. And then after that, we did branch off to the right here. So we picked up the mortars. That's at tick 3. And then maxing those bombardiers. This is huge because we're relying on the bombas for this hit here. And then, of course, the barrage at tick 4. The good thing about tick 4 barrage is the fact that it only does take 2 tick 4 barrage to take out an engine room. So really, really cool right there. And then, of course, we do have 50% troop damage and the Sky Shield. I don't even know if I mentioned the Sky Shield on Borealis. We also do have the Sky Shield there, which is playing a massive, massive part. And once again, Sparky, you know, her critters are awesome. The critter swarm and just her passive ability, just depleting critters every few seconds is just incredible. Really, really, you know, being effective for both metas here. So we're going to show you some of the replays here with the barrage and the bombardiers and how it did get SkullCrusher to gold here. So once again, not too much of a dirty layout here. This one doesn't even have mines, doesn't have machine guns here, and you can notice how I'm not even using mechs here. I should probably start at least using one boat of mechs here for the purpose of a meat shield, but we're pretty much just, you know, going for a nice even drop here, then dropping Captain Everspark, spamming a critter swarm, then dropping a barrage where it's necessary. On this initial attack here, we did take out the sky shield for the purpose of that aggressive Hail Mary flaring. Now, I am relying on strength in numbers here, meaning that I'm planning on losing a bunch of bombardiers, if not most of them. You know, it's the fact that we've got so many of them on the battlefield that I'm hoping that some of them get through to at least get that kill for me. It's not the best strategy, but it's a strategy, and at least it still works here. So we're going to make our way over to our next friend here, our Russian character friend, I'm assuming. I apologize if that's wrong here. Once again, this is crazy how we had back-to-back Fizzlers here, but I will take it here. So on this attack right here, this was a 4-engine room. I don't know how we won against a 4-engine room, but I'll take it. Notice how we do have most of the bombas coming out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's everybody. That is everybody coming out on the right ramp there. And as you can see, I believe we do bar out that that bottom left engine room there. There's the barrage coming out right now, barring out that bottom left engine room, and then a nice even spread with the bombas here. So I did like how this played out here. That shock launcher being a little bit of a nuisance here, realizing that we didn't have enough barrage. We needed to take out that last engine room to have enough gunboat energy to finish off that barrage there, and luckily my opponent did fizzle, but it was enough for us to get the win there. Boom goes the dynamite. Then we got our Chinese character friend over here. This is 320 to 313. So check this one out here. This one I like here. Notice how we got 4 boats of bombas coming out on the far right side of the right ramp there. Then Captain Everspark spamming a critter swarm. Then we've got the rest of the bombas coming out on the left side of the right ramp there, left mid side I should say. Then it's just a matter of just managing that gunboat energy. Look at this. Look at this super aggressive flaring. It doesn't take much for these bombas, and knowing that we are relying on strength and number strategy here, hoping that some of them do get through if we are managing our gunboat energy correctly, that's what it does come down to, my friends. And just like that, boom goes the dynamite. And then, of course, leading up to the boss fight here, this was 321 to 315. Big shout out to my, I'm assuming again, Russian character friend. I apologies if I am wrong here, but this was another fantastic hit here. Check this out here. Not so dirty of a layout here, but we do go once again with full bombardier here. Captain Everspark in the middle there, spamming a critter swarm, really getting them out there to distract those single shot defenses with the cannons and boom cannons. Great job barring out that sky shield there, opening up the last 2 engine rooms. Once we drop that engine room on the mid right side, we aggressively set it up the shock, go for the first flare, and then follow up with the final Hail Mary on the last engine room with the celebration med kit, and that was the boss fight for gold. So absolutely incredible right there. I'm digging it. I hope you guys are too. And just like that, we were able to make gold with both accounts, essentially taking 2 paths on the tech tree, going in the direction of warriors with Captain Borealis, you know, relying on shock launchers as well for our layout, and then of course on SkullCrusher relying more heavily on offense with the bombardiers and the Tick 4 barrage there. It's a great addition, knowing that's only 2 Tick 4 barrage to take out an engine room and 3 ER here. So there we have it, guys. Once again, do not forget to leave a like on the video if you are new and digging this content. Grab a stick of dynamite, light it, toss it at that subscribe button, run away, and that's right, blow it up, my friends, and join the Skull Army today. We will officially be wrapping up the video, my friends. Now I think it's time to make like a Tom and cruise. We'll catch you later. Peace.